and then we're gonna say Cody's. Are we rolling? All right. This is the whole team for the first time.
Woohoo!
I'm Walter.
I'm Cody.
Poncho. And
Gordy.
Gordy. Cody's only gonna be here for a little bit because he's a little bitch. So
Snatch.
Maybe true.
maybe true. That's what happened. You know, is your girlfriend gonna put her dick in your vagina later?
That's a possibility.
All right. So
It's not as bad as you think.
yeah, it's not as bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how big's her dick? Pretty big.
Bigger than mine.
Big.
Look at how he bends over.
I know he's. Oh God.
It hurts.
He's thinking about. He's standing up, bending over.
I feel like Matt Foley right now.
See what you can fit in there. I can take it.
Who's Matt Foley? Someone from.
He lives in a van down by the river.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, what a freaking dog!
I like how you guys are doing the things, even though this is a.
You want to be a writer?
It's how I get into it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Have you guys not cheersed or said that you're
Oh, I was gonna take a shot in silence, but Cody's decided we have to let the world. I do that with. The other night, I took a drink of wine, and I was like, "Ooh, wine, not a good one for quenching your thirst in the middle of a podcast."
Oh, fuck no.
It just made my mouth even drier. Or then there's been other ones where I've chugged like some of like a Busch Light or something. And
We'll edit that out in post.
No, it's been up on YouTube for a couple weeks now.
authentic?
It's out there in the ether.
Fuck it. We're just dudes. That's what our website
dudes.
says. We're a group of dudes that just
Dudes
can't believe we live in the world that we live in.
Dudes
F and
being
A,
guys.
Cotton. Huh?
Dudes being guys.
Yeah, we're dudes being guys.
Doing dude shit.
Ah.
Products of our environment.
Little shimmy.
Well, I did a shot of whiskey and used the whiskey sour as a chaser.
You forgot your cranberry juice.
Oh, yeah. That's
On
what
your fucking period.
Hell yeah, I'm always on my period. Period out of my asshole. My shits are so painful.
Slightly
They
bloody.
rip out. They rip out my ass hairs, and so then there's, you know.
So, elaborate, please. Why is this happening?
Because I'm an unhealthy person.
Your poop rips out your ass hairs.
No, I'm just fucking around.
It's the wiping that rips out his ass hair.
Yeah,
It's
I have that
yeah.
problem.
Fucking fuck toilet paper, man.
Yeah.
You can get it a bidet.
Yeah.
French
got it right.
Oh, then everyone does. Well, but in Brazil, what they do, it's just a hose. Like,
Dude,
literally, it's like a golf hose.
The
You really
butthole.
just.
I had one of those.
It really is a gun hose.
I think it was today where it just kept going and going, the wiping.
Oh,
And it gets worse and worse.
Because you can't just go, oh, fuck it. I'm
No, you
done.
can't.
Like, you can't, like.
It's like there's
No.
a marker. Of
Yeah, it was that
Yeah,
Andy Dwyer.
seriously.
Like, I'm wiping a permanent marker.
Fucking
Seriously.
ridiculous.
Like, I just want to get on with my fucking day.
Yeah.
But, so I'll just say that all the podcasts I have done have been political, just because Trump just. There can't be a day. Trump just can't give us one fucking day
No, he's got to up the ante.
where it says I want to do stuff on, like, I had started doing notes on, like, Lance Armstrong went on a podcast and he bitched about that A-Rod's been, like, given a second chance and he hasn't.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's like,
It's true.
well, yeah, but
It
it's
is,
also
Move the fuck on.
well, but Alex Rodriguez didn't, like, ruin people's lives in
No.
the process.
Yeah.
And he wasn't sponsored by the post office. And his campaigns were based on him being a good guy and not a steroid. Like Alex Rodriguez.
Live strong. I mean, that was a huge movement.
Yeah, like he had him. Like there was those aspects, and then there was the teammates where him, like Lance and his friends would fucking harass the guy, his teammate's wife.
Yeah.
And so for years they were looked at as the bums and the cheaters and this and that. Meanwhile, or Lance Armstrong is fucking doing it too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're both narcissistic and some sociopathic shit going on with both of them, but it comes to steroids out. I mean, okay, Alex Rodriguez said he didn't do it, but Brian Brom tried to make the pee collector an anti-Semite. So, like, people have been worse about getting busted for steroids than Alex Rodriguez. Like, he just...
Rafael Palmeiro.
Rafael Palmeiro being in Congress and saying I didn't do it.
Period.
Yeah, like being super... Like, Alex Rodriguez wasn't that indignant about trying to...
Yeah.
I mean, he's Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird, though, how him being on TV, like, just...
Yeah.
Being
Like nothing
with J-Lo.
happened.
It's like, A, nothing happened, and B, people like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like him now. Like, because his fake persona is perfect for television.
Oh, seriously.
And what was funny is one game, I think it was Robinson Cano, when Robinson Cano got popped for steroids, second baseman for the Mariners. They were doing a Sunday night game, and then the guy, I can't remember who's the host now, like the lead guy.
I can't remember who does it now.
Because now that they got rid of Dan, what's his name, that does college basketball too. He like does radio. He's got like a deep voice, kind of a deeper voice. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
One of us could have used our phones or
We
the
could have,
computer to
but
look up Sunday Night Baseball.
Which work?
You guys can
Dan
do it.
Rathers.
Not that guy.
No, not Dan Rathers.
Different
But
guy.
they were talking. They asked Alex Rodriguez his opinion on the steroids.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's amazing. It's fucking Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Like, oh man.
Well, he got $500 million from it, so I think he's for it.
Yeah. So Gordy and I, when we were coming, just on a baseball subject, Gordy and I were driving over here, we were talking about they can't do it because Tim Tebow broke his hand. But why shouldn't the Mets bring up Tim Tebow?
Oh, they definitely should.
Like,
When you're not winning games, might as well make money.
and why would you go to a fucking Mets game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, unless you're a Pittsburgh Pirate fan and you live in New York City and they're in town.
If you live in New York, are there other teams you like other than the Yankees?
What do you mean? Like, outside of the...
Yeah, do people like care about baseball other than the Yankees if you're in New York?
No, they don't care about... Well, they would care about it more if they were winning. They'd care about the Mets would be sold out if they were in the... I mean, they just were in the World Series.
No, like I'm saying, like of other teams, like you said, Pirates. I'm like, there's no Pirates fans in New York.
Well, no, I'm saying like someone moved from Pittsburgh and they were like Pittsburgh Pirate fans.
Yeah.
They'd, I mean, they wouldn't just move to New York just to be like a different team's fan, but the people who fucking in New York who choose to be Jets, Mets, really fucked up.
Yeah, you
You
can't.
truly are from Long Island.
The thing is, like, you can't.
Everyone else, Adam Sandler, he's a Jets fan, but he's a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
No, there's like very select few people. You either have to like both shitty teams or like both good teams. You can't like one or the
Well,
other.
most New Yorkers, it's like they usually, well, they all have to deal with the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
They all lose together in that regard.
Yeah.
But it's usually someone's a Jet fan and then a Yankee fan, or a Giants fan and then a Mets fan, or and then there's the people out of the Jets and the Mets, Yankees, Giants.
I thought it was Yankees Giants.
That's where, and those people, I fucking hate those people.
Well, I thought that's how it is because I mean, if you
Well,
like,
there's a lot of that.
if you like Yankees, you have to like winning, so you like Giants.
You mean if you're a Mets?
No, if you like the Yankees,
Oh,
is
I
he
just
like-
won't.
those
Yeah.
Yankee people, I would think.
Well, I just
are
feel like those are the
Giants.
ones that probably get judged the most, and
Oh yeah, they're like both the winning team.
well, because like Adam Sandler, he's a Jets and a Yankee.
And he's every random college basketball fan.
Oh,
And
is he?
Every time you see him, he has a shirt of a different college team.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Oh,
It's pretty funny.
John Stewart's Mets and Giants, or
Yeah, he's a
yeah,
Met.
Mets and Giants.
He's Mets and Giants.
Yep.
Because he always would make fun of the Mets on the Daily Show and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then the Knicks, just the fucking Knicks for the Knicks. Except for, I don't know. I think if their owner could stay out of the fucking way for the most part.
That's why they don't get free agents. I don't think people want to play
Play
for
for that
Dolan.
guy.
The guy is an idiot.
No, but this guy they got from Kentucky might actually end up being pretty good.
Yeah, and then we said that
And
about
they have-
Chris Paps. He's good, but
He just keeps getting hurt.
yeah, they didn't really win much more with him.
All they were doing they could have been around the playoff spot had he been healthy, but he got hurt so early in the year that after that it was like, all right, let's just fucking lose and get a spot. But it'd be nice to have the Knicks be good again. It would be good for the Knicks and the Lakers to be like relevant in the from a NBA bottom line perspective. It would be better for both of those teams to be good. And fucking Knicks fans are good fans. They sell out every goddamn game.
Yeah, it's better to have
And the
the
Knicks
Knicks
suck
good
ass.
rather than fucking Milwaukee, which
Yeah.
Milwaukee's good.
See, yeah. I wonder when Giannis's contract goes out.
I don't think he'll leave. He's been talking like what Lillard did. He just
Yeah.
loves his.
Yeah, but
team
why?
captain.
I'm surprised though. I wouldn't.
Well, they haven't really helped him out.
Yeah.
Bledsoe. That's not.
For the Bucks,
Yeah.
they should trade Bledsoe because he's kind of redundant with Giannis.
Yeah.
They're both like point guards who drive to the hoop
And he's not a good shooter.
and not good shooters. They need what Giannis needs is like what LeBron tends to have, which is guys that are spot up
Mm-hmm.
shooters. Then when you take a drink of whiskey sour, it looks like it's a little rough. Get that.
It's like a bunch of that sour mix is at the bottom.
You look like that cop off of Dumb and Dumber when he drinks the pee.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Sir, don't drink. Oh, you shut the hell up, buddy.
Oh,
Good for
Get
you.
over that beer, you pumpkin hair. What the hell does he call him after pumpkin hair?
Grandpa's cough medicine.
I used to drinking back Grandpa's cough medicine, huh?
No, it's a cardigan. Thanks for noticing.
How is it Jeff Daniels? Like, that's so
Serious.
Do you know who could have been Jeff Daniels'
Who?
character? I'm blanking his goddamn
Nicolas Cage?
name.
Nicolas Cage?
Yep.
I'm glad it wasn't.
No. Yeah, no, seriously, imagine Nicolas Cage being on the pot. That scene where he just, the shit scene.
Shitting his brains out, the toilet doesn't flush.
I love that, yeah. Oh, are you using the toilet? No? Okay, good, because that toilet.
He's like, I'm shaving. Bring your razor.
I was running a little late. I thought I could save some time. He just opens the window and uses his hands to push the smell out.
Then doesn't he get like the floor mat after that? He's just wiping it.
Well, that movie, I didn't realize how that movie was like kind of like with the Big Lebowski. Every time I watch it,
You catch something new.
Yeah, and I forgot that's how like Dumb and Dumber was.
Yes.
Like Dumb and Dumber, he's trying to blow the smell out of the bathroom with his arms. Like I forgot about that part, and like that's it's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Thought the Rocky Mountains would be a little more rockier. Yeah. John Denver's full of shit, man.
Are they like Nebraska or some shit?
Yeah, he like fell asleep until he
went the wrong way.
he took he was like a left to Colorado, right to Nebraska, and he went to Nebraska.
Yeah, those cornfields aren't the Rocky Mountains.
Dude, I've driven through Nebraska, and it is quite a trip, quite a drive.
Boring.
Like southern Wyoming.
Yeah, well, actually better because there are like you will come upon rivers, and so there'll be like a line of tree around the river, but it is kind of you're just like you just can't believe how fucking flat it is. There's not a goddamn fucking mountain or any like it's just living somewhere where there's mountains. It's just you go, how do you live somewhere where there isn't a fucking mountain? Like
Yeah.
what the hell? Worse than fucking Nebraska is Kansas. That one, that fucking
Yeah.
thing is cornfields and windmills.
Excuse me.
You stop places and it's just like, you're just like, man, there's a lot of people here that you say, this was not an intellectual hub of a place.
What, did I show up at a clown rally in a Boy George outfit?
Two places where it's the people that have, it's a kind of been weird scene is going to Wyoming or Kansas, and there'll be like you'll be in a store and there'll be like a black redneck, and it's just kind of like, huh, all right.
Where are you getting with this?
Like, where I'm getting is like, I feel bad for that black guy, man. Like, the culture is rubbed off on him, and I don't know if I like that.
He didn't have a Confederate flag in the bed of his pickup, did he?
No, but you do see that too, yes. But you see that I have a neighbor that has a fucking American flag,
Yep.
Confederate flag.
Devin and I saw that and I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Those are conflicting ideologies.
The one tried seceding.
They
from
did
the other,
secede.
and they did secede.
And then committed treason.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck.
There's an armed insurrection against the other.
It's like the only reason why you have that flag is because you're saying you really don't like black people.
Pretty
Like,
much.
You can't have that flag. Oh, Cody's his girlfriend. It's time to get his vagina stuffed with his girlfriend's dick.
If you hear it, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. See, all that fucking faggot Cody's gone. Good.
now the fun can begin.
Now we can have fun. Going to get more booze?
Yeah.
What's in the? Oh yeah.
I got two
What's
left.
in the box?
What are those? I don't know.
They're from...
I'm looking at a beer. Indiana Pale Ale, Vicious Mosquito. That's actually a cool name.
Yeah.
Vicious Mosquito. All right, let's talk about since it's been in the news, LeBron James and Donald Trump.
Oh boy.
So Donald Trump said that LeBron James was interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike. Unfortunately for Donald Trump, Michael Jordan tweeted, I support LJ. He's done an amazing job for his community. And yeah, someone pointed out, Trump just attacked a guy who's like free tuition, free uniforms, free
Bus ride.
bus rides within 2 miles,
And
stuff for parents to get work, to get job training for
if those
parents.
kids graduate, they get a scholarship to the University of Akron.
Yeah, so Donald Trump just attacked the guy who just started doing this shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like he just has to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He has to be a piece of shit. And you know when you're a piece of shit when this is Bill Russell being criticized by Trump is the biggest compliment you can get. And when Bill Russell is saying that shit, you're on the wrong side of history.
Yes.
I mean, that guy's literally a part of fucking history.
Yeah.
He was a part of the civil rights movement, and a reporter asking him, there's video of a reporter asking him if he thinks that white kids can play basketball with Negro kids. And he's like, I don't see why they shouldn't. He's like, I let my kids play with white kids all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the time frame he came from, where literally it was like, ooh, I don't know, white people, black people playing together.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Boston, like, it wasn't like, he didn't go like, oh, yay, Boston, because there was a lot of...
There's a sordid history there with Boston.
Like there's a picture of white guy's trying to stab a black guy with an American flag.
Yeah.
There's that picture, but then like Bill Russell got criticized when the Arbach had him become coach.
Really?
Red Auerbach.
Yeah.
Red Auerbach got criticized for that, for making Bill Russell the first African American coach. Yeah. Basically, Bill Russell is the Jackie Robinson of basketball. In some, not fully.
Yeah.
Because basketball just has always been more progressive.
Yeah.
In the sense, like, we always talk about Texas or Western Texas or Texas Western, which is now UTEP. We talk about them starting all black guys, but it was actually... kind of ironically, and it was actually the year before that, the team that, or like either a year before that, a couple years before that, the Chicago team that was just in the goddamn Final Four.
What was it? Chicago?
Loyola Chicago.
Yeah.
Loyola Chicago, a couple years before Texas Western. Or what is it? Western Texas or Texas Western? UTEP. I'll just say UTEP.
Yeah.
The rule, it was an unwritten rule. It wasn't an actual rule, but it was sort of unwritten that you
could only start like two black guys.
Yeah, you can only start two black guys, and Loyola Chicago was the first. They did 3 or 4 guys that were black, and one of them was that they would always. It was always about mother. About the nun.
Yeah.
But they'd also show this. One of the black guys that played for that national championship team.
Huh.
They'd show him too because he was one of those guys. 62, I think they won it or something like that.
I can't remember.
It's like 62 or 63 or something.
Yeah.
Some shit like that. But yeah, Bill. It's but fucking a lot of people came out. A lot of basketball players went after Trump, and Karl Anthony Towns goes, so let me get this straight. Flint, Michigan has dirty water still, but you worried about an interview about a man doing good for education generation of kids in his hometown? Shut your damn mouth. Stop using them Twitter fingers to get stuff done for our country with that pen. It's pretty good. Refute Donovan Mitchell saying, forget everything else, Donald, you're setting a bad example for kids of our future. He said other things too, just like it's sad that kids have to grow up with this shit.
Yeah.
And then Steph Curry just said, keep doing you at King James. And then he tweeted a CNN thing that said, LeBron James says he thinks the president using athletics and athletes to divide the country. And then Trump then proved his point.
Yes.
By doing the tweet that he is, in fact, using black athletes to divide the country. Not just athletes, black athletes.
That's the same thing with kneeling.
Yeah, exactly.
The national anthem.
He keeps bringing it up because it's an easy winning point.
Yeah.
Stand up and support the flag. I mean, whatever.
Even though it's all a fucking charade and it's bullshit.
Well, or how about this? Just to go off on a political tangent, a husband. Oh, sorry, maybe it's anyways, a guy who has served in the military, who's done 3 tours in like Afghanistan and Iraq, his wife, who's Mexican, that has been living here for 20 years, has now been deported.
Is that the couple that was on Jimmy Kimmel?
It could have been.
Because I can't remember if the husband was in the military or not.
It was the husband.
Okay.
But this lady, why can't I fucking wrote it down?
It's probably happened on more than one occasion.
I think that's the thing is that, well, because that used to be sort of the thing, like you can be naturalized or what is that what they call making someone a citizen, naturalizing or naturalization or, well, anyways, I can't remember the word. They fucking I just blanked. The immigrant, they would be like, if you want to become a citizen, join the military. And so
yeah.
that's like we had a lot of people join the military, and they've stopped doing that. And then they have sent people away that are, like were children when they came here, teenagers. Now they're the 30s.
Yeah.
This lady's 39 now. She's been here 20 years, so she was 19 when she came.
Yeah.
She's been here since she's 19, and she's going back. Like, to allow that, you're just a fucking monster. But Jared Dudley, the Boston College guy that went now to the Suns, he said he's got to go to Trump. Anthony Toller said, I've been silent about all the dumb stuff this man has tweeted, but this attacking the NBA Brotherhood, I'm not wrong. What an embarrassment.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, tired of you. Then here's Bill Russell. I had a need until now to say I'm proud of King James for following his dream to open I Promise School, helping kids and their families work towards a better life, all done with his own money. For anyone to criticize that is shameful and a lack of compassion. Yeah. Fucking God. Who's the real dummy is what this is what Don Lemon tweeted. Who's the real dummy? A man who puts kids in classrooms or one who puts kids in cages? It's just like...
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, seriously though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was funny is that Melania Trump then sent out a press release or something where she supported LeBron James and stuff. She didn't mess with her
dude,
husband,
she's fucking out of there.
Oh, yeah. She signed... When you marry a Trump, you sign some shit where it's like a 10-year contract being married or some shit, just a random year. And then you basically, if you go through it, you get
cash
your money.
out.
But because of the Stormy Daniels shit, she's going to get more money.
Oh, she's definitely... Yeah. There's got to be some sort of agreement. Because, I mean... There's no way any woman can just stand beside this man after all this shit.
Well, and it's amazing that a woman even could stand by him
at all. Yes.
Whatsoever. So it's like she is a horrible person in that regard.
Yeah.
Or that she's the example. She's the example of like. She didn't come here on an H-1B work visa, but she was working here anyways. And then literally her parents get here so Trump tweeted, I would be willing to shut down government if the Democrats do not give us the votes for border security. The border's never been more secure in the history of this country. It has never been more secure. There wasn't border patrol not 40 years ago. Yeah. It didn't exist.
No.
People came in and out of Mexico and the United States for a long time. From the time that we stole it from Mexico. Yeah. And then till cars. Yeah. It was that's why there's parts along the border where if you put up a wall, you're literally cutting a town in half. Yeah. Because it's that's how old, it's a stupid fucking... Where it's when it was the state New Mexico, Billy the Kid would hide out with the Mexicans that lived in New Mexico because that's where they always lived. Yeah. And they were fans. They supported Billy.
It's in the fucking name. New Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. It's the old Mexico still, but it's the new one. Yeah.
And only because we renamed it after taking it.
Well, just all those names: Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California.
Mm,
It's fucking like
yeah.
Oregon. And then we have the other ones where it's like Lakota, Dakota. Let's just change one letter in it.
Yep.
They probably had some, I don't know. I wonder what. I mean, the New York and those ones are all white people names. But
Massachusetts,
Massachusetts and New Hampshire,
Maine,
Maine.
Delaware, Rhode Island. Come on.
Yeah.
How much more white can you get?
Seriously, though, those are just the 13. South Carolina, Georgia,
Virginia.
Virginia, then
Pennsylvania.
Wisconsin. No, that was probably. I wonder what they probably had because Milwaukee.
This guy know how to party or what?
Oh man, so one of Devin's favorite football players is Johnny Manziel.
Sure.
You should have watched his fucking.
I read about it.
Dude, it was a shit show, man.
Kind of like when he played
in the
professionally before.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't think. I think he's gonna be out of football not too long.
Yeah.
They have their backup quarterback for the Montreal Alouettes is Vernon Adams. Used to play for the Ducks.
In Eastern
Played
Washington.
Eastern
before that.
Washington, yeah. I think when he was playing at Eastern Washington, they beat Oregon State.
That week 1 game.
Oh man.
Was that like 48-49 or something?
Yeah. Well, then they lost to Washington, but it was like that kinds of scoring too, because Vernon Adams was like he could play with the bigger schools against
He
the small
could.
schools. But Vernon Adams is too obscure to be talking about that much.
Yes.
Did
Yes.
you hear the Michigan State reporter? Like he worked for like Spartan.com, and he asked Jim Harbaugh about finishing like 4th and 5th in the Big Ten every year, and he said it perfectly, and he said it in a way where it was smart ass, but like Jim couldn't really do anything with it other than just use cliche rhetoric. Like it was just
I didn't hear about that. That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, I gotta find it and then I'll put it on like our Twitter
Oh my god, that is
page.
awesome.
Honest Nonsense, because it was fucking funny.
I don't understand how that guy can't get a goddamn quarterback.
He just and I just like at some point like his shit is not gonna.
Yeah.
If he doesn't start like fucking winning some games, like
I
because
mean-
that's what the guy's like. You're 1-5 against the Michigan State and Ohio State,
Yeah.
and the one loss or the one win to Michigan State was the year that Michigan State was terrible. Not last year, but the year before. Where
Yeah,
they
that's
won,
right. They were like
3
5
games.
and 6 or something.
No, they were worse. They were like.
Oh
4
no, that's right. They
They
were
were,
fucking
like-
awful.
They had like won 3 or 4
Yeah.
games. He should be 2-4. When that punter
That punt, yeah.
the punter what did he do, like whiff the punt or like what?
Was it a bad snapper and then he rolls out to his right and then the Michigan State guy, doesn't he grab him?
Yeah,
And then he whiffs it?
it's something
He
like
still goes to punt it anyway.
well, because you had to. I mean, you don't want to.
That's true.
But actually, he
It
did.
was almost a Garo Upremian. Actually, it was a Garo Upremian.
Yeah. And then they fucking scored a touchdown on it.
Yeah, no time left.
Like I turned off that game because I was like, "Fuck, Michigan's gonna win," and so I changed the channel, and then they played the replay on the game I was watching. It was just like unbelievable. Like that has to be one of the craziest endings to a game ever.
Yeah.
Like. Obviously, a band is out on the field is number one.
Well, yeah.
Or we'll have to maybe make a list of crazy but yeah, that is one of the craziest.
That I've witnessed. Yeah.
definitely the one that's yeah, exactly, like
Yeah.
in my time. Because yeah, band on the field was what 80,
82.
82 or something. Because it was
That was John Elway's last college game.
yeah,
Yeah, they needed to win that game to be bowl eligible.
and they fucking lose that game with and the band is on the field.
Dude just runs over a trombone player.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, was it Missouri versus? Was it Colorado versus Missouri where they got 5 downs in the goal line?
Yeah.
That one was fucking crazy.
Yep.
That one was really fucking crazy.
I don't understand. You have 5 fingers on one hand.
You only need 4.
Exactly. Yeah. If you put one extra one up, you've gone wrong somewhere.
Well, but no, they didn't do that. They don't. It was just that it was like 3rd down. They were able to run, or no, they ran 4th down,
and then got the 5th down.
yeah, and then it was like, and then they didn't change. They hadn't changed it from 3rd down to 4th down.
Is that what it was?
On
Okay.
the chain things, and so then they looked over and they said, "Oh, 3rd down, now it's 4th down," and yeah, it's amazing. Imagine that happening now.
Fuck it, it's a fucking field goal.
What?
The replacement refs.
Oh yeah.
When South Park makes fun of it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my god, dude, that okay.
That was
That's
insane.
another. That's a good. That's not. I would probably have that one a little. I wouldn't have it as number 1, but
No, because I mean it was week 1.
it was week. Was it just week 1?
Yeah.
But yeah, like the giving the Hail Mary to the Seahawks on that play was like.
It was an interception.
I mean, it was the interception and like the guy. Like I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like the guy has it in his in his bosom, and
The one ref is signaling, plays dead. And then the other one comes in with a touchdown. They even fucking reviewed it.
well, after reviewing it, it's like this is like I mean, replacement refs. You put me out there. That's
And
a
then
interception.
The fucking kicker, all the Packers were going in to the locker room. They had to bring them out to kick an extra point.
Oh my god, that is such a dumb rule.
Yeah.
And they all, you know why they have that rule?
Why was it?
It's gambling.
Oh,
It's
okay.
gambling because like if the like
Cover the
the
spread.
this
Yeah,
the
the
cover
over-under.
spreads and shit. It's like, but fuck them.
Yeah.
That's like I get injury reports for gambling because that's
It's-
really what it's for.
It's gambling, so, you kind of win
You
or
can't-
you
yeah.
lose.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fuck gamblers over. That's such a stupid rule.
They don't do that for overtime.
Don't they just need anyways? Like it's just basically just the player team's just gonna need
I
it.
think they might have. I can't remember now. I just remember because Aaron Rodgers, he walking out, and that dude just looks pissed. And he doesn't even make it all the way out because he's taking his, leisurely time to put on a spectacle kind of thing to really show how fucking upset he is.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember if they kneeled it or if they actually kicked it, but they had like the sideline camera like kind of right on Aaron Rodgers the whole time.
He just wants to murder somebody.
Oh yeah.
Dude, God, I can't believe they've only made it to 1 fucking Super Bowl with that guy.
Mhm.
How does Mike McCarthy still have a job?
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, God damn it, we didn't get. I wanted a LeBron Kobe finals. We all did.
Yeah.
Never got it. And now we're gonna get it with fucking Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Like it's fucking A, dude. I guess if it's Aaron Rodgers versus I don't know who's in the AFC for quarterbacks right now. There you go, like, because like most of the best quarterbacks are in the NFC has most of the quarterbacks.
Maybe Roethlisberger for the AFC.
They already did that.
Huh?
They did that.
Oh shit, that's right. Down in their fucking Super Bowl.
That's the one that the
Philip
Packers-
Rivers.
That would be awesome, just because that dude, my God, man,
Yeah.
it really is. they're down, a touchdown.
At
They
the
have to-
3-yard line with 15 seconds.
Yeah, like
Their own 3-yard line.
they're like, they just always they're in this purgatory of like,
Yeah.
they're good, but they're not that good.
And then they
Like they're
fucking...
good enough where like you can't just sleep on them,
No, you can't.
but they're.
But
not
then
enough.
they're the only team in the last 2 years that gave the Browns a win.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's that...
That's
that
right.
kinda-
Because of the Chargers, the Browns didn't go winless 2 years in a row.
Yeah. But, that fucking guy, dude.
He
That's
really-
why everybody, like, knocks on him for his interceptions. It's like, the fucker has to throw. He
Yeah.
has to. Because, again, they're down by 7, 20 seconds left at their own 3-yard line.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and they're just always in a situation
Yeah.
where he's just.
And then all the last, 3 off seasons running, 3, 4, where guys just drop like flies. And it's
Yeah.
happened again this year.
Yeah, like the first day of training camp, their cornerback who was hurt all of last year,
Yeah.
had a good 2016 year, was out all of last year. Then this year, yeah, first day of training camp, tears his ACL.
The OTAs, their stud young tight end tears
Oh,
his
yeah.
ACL.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, holy shit. So it's like, hey, Antonio Gates, you wanna? Is he
Wanna
still
come back?
playing?
He didn't retire. He's a free agent right now.
Huh.
I'm positive.
And then, speaking of Aaron Rodgers, then one of his linebackers already tear his ACL out for the year,
Yeah, which
Bryan?
one was that? Yes.
and he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's already out. Boom.
Yep.
That's why, like, I'm not as a Viking fan. It's like, yeah, we won the division last year, and we're a good team, but we only played a half a game against Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And so if he was better, if he's healthy, and he had played in both of those games, because they
Yeah.
were doing pretty good, and then he got hurt against the Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he had, 14 touchdowns and 3 interceptions at that point? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, something I blogged about was bringing Trump back into things for a moment. Last year, the Monday night game, where it's the Lions versus the Packers, the Green Bay was doing like a celebrate the veterans kind of thing at the game.
Yeah.
So when you walk in, people would be employees would be handing you miniature American flags.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of the game, veterans started knowing that people were just throwing them on the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And like even they went in the bathrooms and they were on the bathroom floors.
Sounds about right.
It's like, yeah, people can fake being patriotic it's called standing for the national anthem. Like,
The whole goddamn thing is fake.
yeah.
They wheel them out there for a spectacle, and it's like, all right, thank you. And then they're left to, die on
Yeah.
the streets addicted to heroin.
Exactly. And it's this and it's it's this age-old tradition that dates back to like 2007
Yeah. No, I think it was
For
like
NFL.
2009.
for football.
Yeah.
And then for baseball, they did it. They started the national anthem thing in 1917, which was about World War One, and so it's always been
flag waving.
yeah, it's not actually doing something.
Drum up the war support. And it's not about the veterans.
No.
It's about throwing money toward, building bombs and shit.
And it's like, why doesn't how is it that Trump nothing's happened for the veterans.
No.
Since we've only cut taxes, which means that it's less money for veteran hospitals and aid.
Do you have another head of the VA yet? Since this other one resigned? Did he resign?
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
quit.
I mean, there's just been so much shit, I can't remember now.
I know that's kind of shit has been out of the limelight because it's just so much other shit
Yeah.
going on. And that's the one thing good, or like what Trump is good at and smart at, is making a bunch of noise
To
So we
deflect.
to deflect.
That's-
And then
yeah.
also while we're all focused on his tweet to LeBron James, he's in the background, cutting taxes for the wealthy and
Meanwhile, Paul Manafort's on trial.
yes, Paul Manafort's on trial.
And he still did take the side of a dictator over our own intelligence apparatus.
It's just like amazing.
Yeah.
It's like really the guy, and then on top of that, it's the guy who said that he wanted Trump to win.
Yeah.
When they did their Helsinki.
And you're going to tell me he doesn't know who's in his country at all times from foreign nations?
Yeah, it's
You're going to tell me we're really believing that?
well, and like he's like there were so many other people there.
Yeah. You
Oh, so
knew
you know
all the
the-
people that were there.
I know exactly. That's the point.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
We're really okay. That's what we're buying.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man. Now I'm kind of like, what do we talk about?
Talk about
Oh.
sex, babe.
Well, see, Trump wants the ACLU has been supporting immigrants and stuff. Because of that, Trump's the Justice Department argued in a federal court filing that people like the ACLU should that have considerable resources should help in the process of reunifying.
Well,
Parents.
that'll take away all their efforts against homegrown anti-Semitism.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
exactly. But I mean, it's like so for something you did, we're going to
Yeah.
And I in the last podcast I did, I want to do a thing where it's like douchebag of the week, but this week it was bitch of the week because it was Dana Loesch and Ivanka Trump.
Oh boy.
Ivanka Trump because she bravely came out against her dad's immigration policy. Now that it's winding down in that regard, the separating of families is like supposedly going down. So she just decided to wait until it was done to stand up and say she deplored it.
Uh-huh. Stunning and brave.
Yeah. Oh my god. Fuck her. Yeah, I was like, you're not, that means nothing, what you just said. Means nothing.
Yes.
You just, you waited till it was over, like, God.
Yep.
And then the reason why I had Dana Loesch as douchebag, because the bitch of the week, I guess. I should do douchebag. Oh,
Yeah. You can
What
be
kind?
a
Women
woman
can be
douchebag.
douchebags.
yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they're the ones that use a douchebag.
Exactly.
So, yeah, she wanted, she says that Sessions should fire anti-Christian bigots at the Department of Justice. Because, yeah, anti-Christian bigotry has existed in the Department of Justice.
Wait a minute. Is
Why don't
that
we just fire
because
them? I don't really want to religious bigot in a place where they can affect everyone's life and need a task force to make them do their jobs.
isn't Rosenstein Jewish? The guy
his
who's-
name sounds Jewish.
The guy who, the one who's in charge of keeping Mueller doing his thing.
Yeah.
Because,
much.
of course, Sessions, our Attorney General, met with Russians, so therefore he had to recuse himself, and his deputy AG, Rod Rosenstein,
Yeah.
is in charge of all that.
Yep.
Huh, that's interesting.
But Jeff Sessions did the religious rights, the Religious Liberty Task Force. That's right. Our yeah, like I'll say Religious Liberty Summit in the Great
Holy
Hall of the
shit.
Justice Department. Yeah, it's like these people like are. You can be Christian in this fucking country. God damn it!
The First Amendment, a freedom of
What's with
religion.
someone?
What do you need a
Yeah,
summit?
Tony Perkins. He's the Family Research Council guy, leader of that. He said that Perkins said that the left is adamant against the first freedom, meaning the First Amendment's religious freedom protections. And it's like, no, actually the left is, it doesn't matter whether you're religious or not.
Isn't there a Republican in the White House who's attacking the free press in this country?
There is.
Huh.
And I know that's in the first. But see, but that's the thing is that these people are
Drinking the Kool-Aid.
Well, and they're just, they're liars.
Yeah.
They're liars, and they're the thief who thinks every other thief is a thief, or they're a thief that thinks everybody else is a thief, and so they're the bigots, the anti things, and so that, but then they say that on, like it's nuts.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah.
Yo. The NRA's says they're in financial trouble.
I just heard about that.
Governor Cuomo
Yeah.
of New York, I guess, is like, you don't get, just because you're a part of the NRA, you don't get perks for being an NRA member.
I think that was on Bill Maher's monologue this last Friday, where he talked. The only thing they have of value now is Congress.
That's right.
Yeah.
The only thing they have of value now is Congress. That's
Yeah.
right. Well, that's the thing. Is like, fuck you guys. Like, you guys are. There's a shooting, and you guys go. Your first response isn't. They used to do things about the kids.
Yeah.
But once it
used to
happened
be
a few
education.
times, and people are like, dude, like, why can sick people have access to guns?
Yeah.
And so then they're on the day of the kids, when there's like the big march that was planned for like the kids from Parkland, they're posting pictures of like, I can take care of my AR-15.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you have no moral, like, you
How
have no
detached from reality are
You're
you?
detached from reality, and you just have no moral high ground of any kind.
No, none.
Because it's not even about like, if you were so worried about the First Amendment, like the Second Amendment, in the sense that like it, like with connection to the government, it's like, dude, that apparatus is so big now, like,
Yeah.
It doesn't. Tanks, planes, drones,
Branches of the military.
branches of the army,
The sheer fact that there's that, and the amendment isn't null and void, is illustrative that you have no plight.
Yeah, it's just, you want an AR-15. It's just a
You're-
culture thing.
It's a military assault weapon. You're not in the military, therefore you're not taking part in a military assault, so you don't need it.
Yeah. There's no reason.
No.
But if you want to
If
shoot
you're that fucking insecure, build a fucking bomb shelter and live in there.
seriously,
I mean, Jesus.
don't say it's about. I mean, the government. Like, my God, they. Well, I guess someone said that the Hammonds, those guys from Burns, that went to jail for the thing.
Yeah.
They were saying that they probably would have gone out even sooner, if not like for the Bundys.
Yeah.
Like the Bundys coming up there.
Those people, they were like, do not come up here. We don't want you here.
Because you're gonna prove
Yeah.
the people against us. You're gonna give them ammunition.
Yeah.
Because like it's gonna make us look like fucking loons.
Yes.
Which are kind of loons anyways. Like, goddamn, I would like if you set fire to government land, you'd be in jail for
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why how Clive and Bunny ain't in jail. I mean, my God, dude.
Yeah.
Like, not paying your taxes, that's treason.
It was a piece of legislation signed by Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, and it costs less to have your fucking BLM land than
Yeah.
it is if that was just your property.
Yeah.
You'd be paying be paying taxes on that property. It's like,
Yep.
fucking
Yep.
I can't stand farmers like that. I mean, we obviously need farmers, but like those farmers that like kind of like don't get that like the system does actually.
The system, it's
The
fucking
system,
farm subsidies and farm deferrals.
Yeah, like
I mean, Jesus.
get a lot of help.
Yeah,
It should.
you
You
should.
know,
Yes.
farming's fucking not.
But don't
Good
piss
easy
and moan
work.
about socialism when you take part in it.
Yeah, I mean you get farm subsidies.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. They're fucking. But then there's shit where like building pipelines then fuck over farmers.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that shit too, and that's why it's not.
Yeah.
It's like anything. There's good people and bad people, and
Oh, most
shit.
definitely. Yeah.
It's just the Bundys and that group that I can't stand.
Those morons. We're
Where
gonna
yeah,
take
they're
off.
like the oppression of the government. Meanwhile, we have the BLM system.
Been out of work for months. Have a wife and X amount of kids, but I'm leaving in the middle of winter to go arm and take over a federal building.
You know.
Please support me.
But that's what people are, you know, like, there's guys that don't have jobs, that were in the military or not, but they have they don't have jobs, and so then they get armed, and then they go down to the border.
Yep.
And join a militia.
Yep.
One of those groups that's like, I can't remember, Patriots for Border, like Border Patriots or some shit fucking name like that. It's tight. They're so with this QAnon shit. So at Trump rallies, there's been the QAnon shit.
Yeah, I just heard about that too.
Well, I've known about QAnon for a while.
Oh,
but-
really?
Yeah, because rightwingwatch.org does all this shit because they just focus on they have hundreds of things on Alex Jones. And QAnon is basically like it's someone working inside the deep state
Yeah.
who is like people think Mueller is going after Trump for Russian collusion, but what Mueller's really doing is that him and Trump are getting rid of all the Democratic sexual predators that are pedophiles.
Yeah,
are in the
and
government
isn't,
deep
like-
state.
Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg
Yep.
supposed to be pedophiles.
Yep, they're part of this deep state fucking pedophile. Dude, these people are in cults.
It's a cult, dude.
It's nuts.
Like Alex Jones is a cult leader. He
Yes.
on July 1st sent out a tweet saying that Democrats were going to start a civil war on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. Nothing close to it in any. Nothing.
Yeah.
And then his followers don't question him. You don't question the great leader, our great leader Alex Jones. You just keep going.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking terrifying
Yeah.
how like, and this shit is in a blog I quoted Hannah Arendt because it's just she wrote Origins of Totalitarianism. It's like they don't believe in reality.
No.
Like, in reality can be like someone can be conservative and someone can be liberal.
Yeah.
And maybe both of them aren't right, but
They can talk to each other.
they can talk to each other, and there's certain things within that discussion that are right,
Yeah.
and or that they're closer to the truth than not. They're not QAnon.
Yeah.
They're not Pizzagate.
That I don't understand how that didn't do it. There wasn't even a fucking basement in that place.
Well, they'd be like, oh, they filled it up.
Yeah,
They filled up the whole...
just because her campaign manager or chairman or what the fuck ever really liked fucking pizza, so therefore he's involved in a child sex ring at the bottom of a pizza shop.
It's crazy. So
How do you draw that conclusion?
you're a con artist.
It's like in the movie The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
There's numerous instances of this, but the one I just remember when they're gonna go check something out, and then guys on motorcycles, start coming after him and attacking him, and Mark Wahlberg's like, it's like a Chinese underground gangsters, and Will Ferrell's like, where are you getting this information?
That's right. The part I was actually thinking about this part in that movie. The Other Guys. My favorite part of the movie is when I was trying to remember, it was The Rock, and who was his partner?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, the part
They
where
jump off the roof.
where they jump off the roof and the bushes. Yeah, the bushes. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, jump off, land in the bushes. Because, like, it's just, they're making fun of those movies where those guys just do all that shit.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the, and they do it, and they jump, and then they bolt just, boom.
The sidewalk. I don't know if it was pride or ego. That shit was crazy.
And I love it because you think, like, how the movie starts off, you think, oh, those are like the stars of the department, and Mark Wahlberg, and then we're like, now we're gonna prove those guys wrong, and then no, they're gonna kill themselves being fucking crazy fucks.
Yep. And when they start to fight at the funeral, like reception or whatever afterward, and they're just whispering, to be polite, like whispering, yelling at each other.
Oh man, that's a fucking. Oh man, let's. Oh, this is why we have the name Honest Nonsense.
Oh, seriously.
We could go from the serious stuff to just talking about The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson jumping off the building and the other guys. Dumb and Dumber. Cody's girlfriend puts her dick in his ass.
And vice versa.
No, he doesn't have a pee-pee.
No.
Yeah. Just kidding. Strap on.
Yeah, he has to put on the strap on in order to...
Pegger.
Yeah. He puts on the one that, like the strap on that you put on your head.
I didn't know I had those.
He made it that way. I don't know if those are in stores, but sometimes I go and I watch in the corner, masturbate in the corner.
Huh? Whatever gets you there.
Yeah, whatever it's what you like. I'm not gonna judge.
If you're not hurting anyone, fuck it.
Hey man, I have no problem with Jimmy G.
Oh.
He really wants, like, his nickname being Jimmy G. Like, he really wants to be Jimmy G.
Oh, seriously.
Like,
yeah.
Like, that, he, like, actually wants to be he wants to be a porn star, and his name would be Jimmy G.
Yeah. Yeah.
I masturbated that chick.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Who is it?
I can't remember her name, but she's kind of a thicker...
I can't remember either.
Not, like...
I didn't see... I can't eat... I don't know. I just saw the headline. Jimmy G goes to dinner with a adult film actress. It's like, oh, well, right on, man.
Mia Khalifa?
Nah. Didn't she go to Duke?
Her? I don't know.
Isn't she the one that went to Duke? And did that to pay for a tuition or something?
Oh, I guess Jimmy Garoppolo's ex-girlfriend unfollows him and teases him on IG pics.
Aw.
Oh, you're just jealous that you're not dating him
How
anymore.
how
'cause he's-
very brave of her to do that to where he can't see it.
Kiara Mia. Kiara Mia.
Kyle Shanahan talking. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever had to comment on one of my players going to dinner.
Someone, I can't remember who it was. Someone was asking a reporter about it, and they were saying that, like, inside the lot, they're like, is there any problems going on? And they're like, well, like the coaches and all that, probably, they would not want to have to deal with these headlines. But I know that the players are, like, give them crap, but they don't care.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably thinking,
If anything, a little jealous.
yeah.
Richard
She's like one of
Sherman.
those, like, big boobs, big ass, Latina looking.
Yeah. Richard Sherman had a pretty funny comment about it. I can't remember what it was, but kind of like he said something, then sarcastically was like, "Oops, did I say that?"
Here's a different picture, more of her.
Oh yeah.
She's a porn star, fake boobs, and probably a fake ass, but
Fuck it.
whatever, dude.
Vagina's probably real.
Probably really smelly.
Yeah, real smelly. And we're out. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Oh my god. I'm not trying. Whatever, man.
Hey, fuck it. Okay, Jimmy G is going out with a porn star. Tom Brady likes to eat ass.
Well,
He does?
Well, did you hear about that?
I mean,
I can't.
look at
I
his
think
wife.
it was
Who wouldn't-
Barstool Sports
Who
or
wouldn't eat
something,
her ass?
Seriously.
or
She
Buzz.
told me to eat her ass. Okay.
Hey, I just took a fat shit. We eat my ass. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I gotta look it up.
Yeah, you look at. So that's. Tom Brady likes eating that. You know that? Hey.
Doesn't seem very vegan.
You want to eat my pussy? No, sorry, I don't eat meat. I can't have salt. I can't have salt in my diet. Sorry. Or I've already had my salt. Sorry. I have high blood pressure.
Yeah, it was Barstool Sports, and it had, I think, 2 hippopotamuses, and one of the hippopotamuses, like its entire mouth on the other hippopotamus's ass, like standing right in front of it, and their caption was, "As soon as Bay gets out of the shower, hashtag ass eaten SCN." And Tom Brady commented with 3 laughing emojis and yep.
Maybe he likes to get his ass eaten.
Maybe it's maybe it's
That could be
not-
that too. Yeah.
Either way, I would eat either of their asses.
Seriously.
Yeah. So yeah, there's yeah.
Wouldn't that'd be pretty how many kids does Brady have? 2?
4?
4?
Yep.
That'd be pretty amazing if like they all grew up to be super ugly.
Oh man, I hope to God.
That would be a curse.
Like, I'm trying to think of who it was in celebrities, or it was like 2, or like, I can't remember if it's in but there's like people where like they're not very attractive parents, and then they like have a kid, and it's like, how do they produce? How did this person like not get the goofy genes?
Mommy cheated on him, on daddy.
Yeah, like me
The
myself.
milkman's
Irene.
fucking your wife.
Yeah. What's that from?
South Park.
Courtney has a weird anti-South Park thing.
I don't understand
I
it.
don't. I just. Yeah.
It's just that we reference South Park and you're like, I don't watch that, so
Yeah.
fuck you guys.
You guys need to get on that Rick and Morty.
The Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
Oh,
I mean,
is that the Cartoon Network Adult Swim
Mm-hmm.
show?
South Park. Those fucking guys are geniuses.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, was it Mick and Morty?
Rick
Rick.
and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Who is the scientist? Morty.
Mm-hmm.
Frickin' this like thing on
He's Rick. Sorry.
the scientist Rick, like this thing wants to kill him, and then like they have this moment where they go through like another dimension or something, like a spaceship thing, and they like experience like they all become one. And so then the guy was gonna kill him when they come back out of it and like back into like this universe or reality or whatever. The guy's he's had like an epiphany, and Rick just grabs the guy's gun and shoots him in the head. Maury's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, he was thinking he's gonna come back around. Or something like that, or he's just whatever. No, I do need to start one because how long has that been going on? That's probably been going on for a while.
Like 4 years, maybe 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
There's been 3 seasons.
And are they 30 minutes or 15?
30.
30.
Yeah.
Well, that's I used to fucking watch Adult Swim all the time, especially like because when we were watching Rick and Morty, it made me think of fucking Ghost. Space Ghost.
Coast to
Like
Coast.
whereas like Space Ghost had like his own like late night show. Did you ever see those?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So Gordy, like, well, because I was too little. Like, I think I was just too little. Like, I liked watching it, but I was too young to fully grasp the things that I don't really remember. Like,
Because I liked Space Ghost when I was really young.
yeah.
And then
Space Ghost
and then
itself.
Adult Swim came along and they started having those shows, and so I was like, oh yeah, Space Ghost, but it was just really slow and I didn't quite get the jokes.
Yeah. I wish there was a channel where they'd actually show old old shows and
Cartoons.
shit. Old cartoons, yeah.
They do like for the Cartoon Network ones. They have Boomerang.
Yeah.
70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's
cartoons.
true. But even I like even older ones too. Like, cause I remember like even on like Disney Channel they would have old cartoons, but then they had one where it was like a weird random episode thing where it'd have different shit, and it was just kind of like try to be funny. Like there's like a geyser that was like kind of it's like a miniature geyser, and it like was like you thought it was gonna blow really, but all it was just like a little thing of phlegm flying into a spittoon. And just like weird shit like that where you wouldn't like expect something to happen and I just don't like I just don't like cartoons done in the one like the newer looking ones. I liked it when they looked older, like, or I want to watch Scooby Doo again.
Mm-hmm.
I love the old Scooby Doos. They were fucking good.
Yeah.
You know,
Can't argue that.
It's like animal abuse, man.
I was looking at them on Amazon, but none of the seasons were.
oh,
Dude.
Scooby Doo was fine.
They got that dog high. That borders on animal abuse.
Sounds more like
Good owners.
yeah.
Huh?
Sounds like good owners,
sounds
man.
like a good owner. Good time.
I know it's funny that Shaggy would eat them too, though.
Yeah.
And then they both like.
And then they had to go eat.
But then yeah, they had to go.
And they
eat.
get in trouble, and you know.
Well, that's what would make them brave too. It's like why wouldn't they just be giving them Scooby snacks left and right?
Yeah.
They'd be fat.
Yeah, that's true. The fucking the hippies, man.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
The fucking mystery machine.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo wasn't even the original name of the show. It was like the Mystery Inc. or something like that, and then eventually
They just changed it to Scooby Doo.
because he was the most popular.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You gotta roll with the dog.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ricky. Wee.
I don't know, it sounds like a horse when you do that. It's like, see, a dog or a horse? They'd always make Scooby-Doo and Shaggy go together
Yeah, put those two together.
when they're the ones that get scared.
And who got left? Was it Velma that would get left out and be on her own?
No, it'd be Fred would get the girls.
Oh, those three would go together?
It'd be those three that go together, and then it'd be Shaggy
Scooby.
and Scooby.
On their own. What the hell?
So, well, yeah, because Fred's banging them both.
Nice.
And then it'd always be like Scooby-Doo and Scrappy? No.
Scrappy-Doo.
That's Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah.
Shaggy. His name's Shaggy.
Yeah.
What the hell?
He's got the long hair and like the 3-day stubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking, they would be the ones that walk by the painting where the eyes move.
Yeah.
They'd always be the ones to find the shit.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
Or Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
Fucking Kamehameha.
Oh.
That's a...
Super Saiyan.
You know what Kamehameha came from?
Hawaii.
Yep. That was the name of a Hawaiian king, Kamehameha. Of Molokai. He was the king on the island of Molokai. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Should we sign out? It's kind of lolling.
It's always lulled from the
It's true.
beginning to
That's
the
true.
end.
I shouldn't have even brought it up.
But, I mean, I just think, yeah, I like these podcasts because I didn't just read off shit, but,
Yeah.
you know, that's what we are. This is the first, like, fully of where we talk about shit, honestly, from we don't want to bullshit people, make shit up, like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
We want to be the opposite of Alex Jones, but we don't want to be like... talk about serious things, but I don't want to be like taken like that seriously.
I don't want to cause you to drive into oncoming traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, to be a QAnon
Unless you vote
supporter.
for Trump.
And if you voted for Trump, you can go fuck yourself.
I hope you're feeling really good about, not being left out anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, people, like, when they talk about him rebuilding, like, the economy, and they talk about the economy's doing great under Trump, it's like, I'm sorry, did Youngstown somehow, is Youngstown now, like, the place to be?
Yeah.
Is Flint, Michigan back to being Flint, Michigan, or is it still in its Flint, Michigan state? Like, which Flint is it? Oh, it's the shitty one.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like, oh, it's Pittsburgh, like the steel industry just fucking raking it in Pittsburgh? No, it's...
Detroit?
Is Detroit? No. None of these
Coal
places...
mining country in West Virginia?
No. They're just getting more poisoned.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the only difference. It's like, just think about shit. Like, just... Your life doesn't really... There might be some things that, like, Obamacare allowed me to stay on my parents' health care until I turned 26.
Yeah.
But for the most part, a lot of the things that presidents do, like, won't really impact you.
No.
Unless, like, you're in the military. And
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
then a president can impact your life. But, honestly, if you're just a normal person like us, like a president, the things that piss me off about Trump, it's about Mexicans, or it's about women, or people
Environment.
like, color, or the environment. Like, I'm a white guy, and so it's
Exactly. That's...
if anything, I should be a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Like, he would benefit me more than he's going to benefit.
Yeah.
But.
Yep.
So, you know what? And then there's the non. I mean, there's just so much because of people like Trump who talk about LeBron, or then there's the QAnon supporters and Trump supporters. Like, there's just a lot of nonsense in this world. So that's why we are what we are. I do feel like I'm done. I'm done talking.
Yeah.
So, peace out, motherfuckers.
Thank you.
Adios.
Oh, our website is
www.honest
Nonsense. Right now, how long is Wixsite going to stay up? So right now it's honestnonsense.wixsite.com/mysite. We might need to change, like, could we change, like, .com to something else? Like, we'd be, like, honestnonsense.fm or something. It has to be .com
Yeah, well, I think that's the one.
that we chose,
Got
yeah.
it,
Because, like, well, if it's a...
Eventually we'll be honestnonsense.com, but for the time being, we will be honestnonsense.wixsite.com/mysite.
Yeah, but that should be almost done, because it's been about 2 months.
It's gotta be, 60
Well, it'll be
days.
the end of August.
Yeah.
So, pretty much September, start of football season. And then, like, I think, like, 2 weeks before college football and the regular season NFL starts is when we're going to start doing picks for that kind of shit. Like, who's going to win divisions
Yeah.
and conferences, and then, come up with stakes for it so that what do the winners and losers get for us, and maybe, I don't know what else, but we'll do that shit here in a little bit. It's just, like, this time of year, just not a lot in the world of sports, other than, like, well, we didn't talk about Urban Meyer, but, that shit is what it is. And it sounds,
Fucking idiot.
why not? Yeah. So, once football comes back and then basketball comes back, that's when there will be more sport shit to talk about.
Baseball playoffs.
Baseball playoff. Yeah, like that October is like awesome because it's the start of football, and because they spread out the NBA games, it starts in October, and then there's baseball playoffs. So that, like, the last, like, 2 weeks of October are, like, the best.
Yeah.
Because there's no way there isn't a sport that's going to be on.
Exactly.
Whether it's postseason baseball, football, or the start. And this year with basketball, you have Kawhi Leonard in Toronto. You have LeBron with the Lakers. There's actual some things to try and see.
Yeah.
Hey, that's going to be weird seeing LeBron in a fucking Los Angeles Lakers uniform.
Very.
Even weirder than a Heat uni.
Yeah.
So, all right, now, officially, peace.
Thank you. Bye.